Let's get into a little Dolphins talk. And McDaniel, you know, his biggest failure right now, when you look at everything going on, is confidence. It's interesting that here's a guy that his first act as coach was to instill confidence in his quarterback. That exciting, FaceTime that he had with Tua and talking about how, hey man, you're my guy and this and that. It was a great moment. It was really cool because Tua needed that because, your kids need you to believe in them. You're a mom or a dad and your kid is trying to become a lawyer or an artist or a teacher, and you stand there and say, you'll never be that. You'll never amount to anything. You're a bum. How's that going to work for your kid? You think that's positive? No. Everybody needs support. Everybody needs love. That doesn't mean that that's the ultimate and the reason why you're going to succeed. Plenty of people succeed with all kinds of hate and non-belief and all kinds of crap, all right? So that's not the end all be all, but it helps. And that helps. But it's interesting that the guy that his job was to instill confidence into the quarterback, he now no longer can instill confidence in his own team. There's no way anybody in the front office has any confidence in Mike McDaniel. I don't care what Chris Greer, Marvin Allen or Reggie McKenzie. I like those guys. I think they've done a good job overall. Now, maybe what's burned them is hiring of the coaches because Flo wasn't good enough, and they got to know this guy's not good enough. The owner has to know by now. He has seen enough bad football to know what bad football looks like, and Mike McDaniel is a product of bad football. Players can't believe in him right now. How? And then the fan base. Who in the fan base is believing in Mike McDaniel now? Media. Who in the media is talking about how great McDaniel is and what a phenomenal job he's doing? Nobody. You had the media yesterday asking him about play calling and how bad it is and that fans don't have confidence in him. And to his credit, he addressed it all. And the media asked him all the tough questions that you can possibly ask him, believe it or not. If you really listen to it, they asked him. Okay? But it's interesting that how McDaniel started his relationship with Tua, with us, was about confidence. And that's the ingredient that's missing now because the results aren't there. The results haven't been there since deep into last year. His offense has been solved. He can't call a successful offense. It's crazy shit, dude. You think about it. How it starts, this is our problem now. Because this guy can't coach. This guy can't make his quarterbacks better, even Tua. You will succeed in spite of him, or you will fail because of him. Tua succeeds in spite of him. Others fail because of him. And that doesn't instill any kind of confidence. And when you've got Tyreek Hill already going off, you saw him in the game. He was yelling. And then you got Mike McDaniel in the press conference asked about that. Another tough question. Media kicked ass the other day. They asked him everything. Well, I'm sure he was yelling at something, and I'm sure he was mad or whatever. Remember I told you about the volatile person that is Tyreek Hill? Do I need to tell you he's volatile? He's more volatile than Bitcoin. That's a joke you guys now get, huh? Even those of you that don't invest in Bitcoin. Confidence. The one thing you thought he brought to the table, he doesn't exude. He doesn't produce. It just doesn't exist. That's effed up, dude. You look at Spo, and that's all confidence right there. When you look at Spo, you know he's got his shit together. You know he knows what he's talking about. You know what he's doing is the right way. You know he instills confidence because players know he knows his shit. You could be the best player in the world. You could be the worst NBA player in the world, which is pretty damn good still. And you're going to look at that guy and go, I'm going to listen to that guy. Right now, who's believing what Mike McDaniel's selling? Nobody. Absolutely nobody.